Tyler, what was the biggest thing you focused on this offseason?
Ooh, there wasn't anything like super specific. I know last year the big strides that I made defensively. It was just like, I mean, we're always working on stuff, but I feel like there wasn't really anything big compared to like last year of like being on a knee. So it was just kind of like getting more comfortable doing some stuff. I guess throwing because was kind of one of my bigger things that I worked on. Um, but the adjustments that I made last year hitting, just trying to continue that and feel good, and just trying to like continue to perfect my craft.
Speaking of perfecting your craft, catchers and you specifically are some of the busiest people when it comes to spring training between pens and out there. What is your day-to-day like here?
Early, um, get here, I don't know, 6:15ish, and try to work out, do all my stuff before, and then some days we'll have catchers meetings starting at like 7 o'clock, and we usually go through all the starting pitchers and then like relievers, and it's just all the catchers in the room going over them, us talking just about each guy, and then yeah, especially like once position players like got here, it's just like lives every day, so catching lives, hitting lives, and then 2 days is ready for games. So some long days.
Some long days. You talk about the catchers meetings, Trevino joining the team. When you have a new catcher come onto the team, how much of that relationship is you guys talking, trying to communicate, making sure you're on the same page with all the pitchers?
Yeah, a lot. And he's been one of the better guys that I've probably worked with, like Gold Glove, Platinum Glove. Like this guy's got experience, and it's cool to pick his brains of just, he's been with other teams and just like getting a bunch of information, and yeah, and then like getting him comfortable with our guys, trying to talk to him as much as I can about this is what Hunter likes to do, and just like each guy's got their own thing, and like he'll do his part of like catching the guys and having those conversations, but it's been fun just getting to work with him so far in camp.
Are you the most tenured Red at this camp?
Yeah, year 10.
How's that sinking in?
It's wild. It's crazy to think. It's gone by fast. I mean, yeah, getting drafted 10 years ago, like 18 years old, now I'm 28. It's like, man, it's gone by fast, but yeah, longest tenured guy.
When did you make the switch in your head from the young guy here to the veteran who's a leader?
Oof. It might have been like last year or so. Like, I don't know. I feel like until you get to like kind of arbitration, you still like, and like still to this day, like I'm not content with where I'm at. Like I don't feel like comfortable and stuff, but there is a sense of like, hey, I've been here. I know what it takes. I've got respect from people, and it's like, hey, if I've got something to say or an opinion or something, like it's okay to say that. Like I've earned that right. So yeah, like your first couple years in the big league is just like, yes, sir, like almost like the military. Like I just don't want to do anything for me not to get sent down. So yeah, and that's something that I'm really challenged myself this year with. And like we've got some guys that have more service time, but I've been here and just not being scared to really make an opinion or say something when it needs to be said.
Which of your former teammates who are older shaped you the most into the player you are today?
Ooh, probably Tucker. I mean, I've said it so much, like to be where I was at in my career to where I'm at, like he was there when I first got called up, just what it means to be a pro, and yeah, I mean, it'll probably always be him. So very thankful for him.
Working with the pitchers, what do you notice different this season about the staff?
Ooh, probably the depth. I feel like everybody this year, I feel like everybody's really come in ready to go, and I feel like there's been times that you get ready in spring training and use that, but I feel like everybody's like ready to go now and get ready for games. Like even live BPs, guys are swinging it, guys look good throwing. So, man, I feel like everybody's just really ready to go and get it going.
What's been different having Terry Francona here?
Man, just the whole experience. David was great, and he was very thankful for the time I got to spend with him, but he gets hired, couldn't have that come at a better time with the documentary coming out, and I'm sure a bunch of people saw it, and just be able to see him on TV and just see how he interacts with people. And I mean, yeah, in his meeting, like he's going to hold us to a standard, and we all need to live up to that. And so the accountability is within too. Like we got to hold ourselves to a standard, and we know that we need to play well. And I don't know, everybody respects him. He's had an unbelievable career, so he knows what it takes.
As a leader in the clubhouse, does anything change for you when there is a shift with the new manager?
I don't know. This is the first time that I've experienced a manager change, so I don't know. I don't know if much is going to change. Like, I guess I don't know, me stepping up more. I guess that would be the thing. Like, trying to do more as a leader or so on this team, but making sure everybody's doing their part and doing their job to help us win.
Especially from an accountability perspective, that's something I've heard from a lot of guys that, and you even said it a little bit there yourself, that Francona is going to hold you guys accountable. Yeah. Is that something you think this team was missing?
No, I mean I don't know. I feel like that's been the magic word for the past year, ever since all of this has went down. And I don't know. Sometimes it just takes a new face, and I don't know. Like, there's no security or too much or like comfortability. Like, hey, you got to come in, you got to earn your. And I feel like he's made that. Like, you got to come in and earn a job for everybody, and he's going to push us to be the best versions of ourselves, and we got to hold each other accountable to that. Like, if we see a guy slacking, we got to, like, hey, like, in order for us to all win, we need to win together, and like, we all need to push ourselves to be that best version of ourselves.
For you personally, what are your goals going into 25?
I feel like health is always a huge part of it, but I don't ever like putting numbers or anything. Just continue to progress, continue to help the team win, and just play hard and do what I need to do each day, and lead the guys when I need to, and just at the end of the year, hopefully we win the last game.
And hopefully winning the last game, what is the expectation for this team?
I mean, yeah, you're crazy if you don't want to win the World Series at some point in your career and stuff, but I mean, yeah, that's the ultimate dream, and it's got to start winning the division or something. Like, you got to find your way in the playoffs, and that's something we've been so close these past few years that I feel like that needs to be just the goal, is just get to the playoffs, because anything can happen at that point. So I think we're very capable of that. Like, we've got the guys to do it. So, I mean, it starts here in 2 days when games start. Like, it starts out here, and we got to get these reps in out here.
Favorite part of opening day in Cincinnati?
I think just the overall experience, and I missed the first couple just because COVID, and then in 21, same thing. So I've only been able to experience, I guess 3, but it's special, it's fun, it's always a special day, and it'll never get old. I mean, the whole lead up is pretty special.
We said most tenured Red here. However, what is something that fans don't know about you?
I don't know. I'm a pretty boring guy, like, especially outside of here. Like, I don't know. I have a daughter now, and like,
it's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, so they're out here. She's healthy. My wife's been great. She's doing a great job, and I don't know. I just want to go be dad and like take this off and go home and shower and just be dad for the rest of the day. So I don't know. I'm just very low key. I work when I need to work, and then just be dad when I need to be dad.
I do want to ask about being a dad. Feel dad strength? Has anything changed on the diamond?
I don't know. I mean, everybody talks about it. So I know when she was born, that's when I caught hot. So I don't know. I guess it's a real thing. I don't know. Just you hear people talk about it. Life, you view life differently, and like, I'm in a position to provide for her and take care of her, and I want to do everything I can to just support my family. So I don't know. You view life a little differently.
Is your clubhouse talk a little bit differently now? Are you leaning towards the dads? Are you like one of the dads now? Are you still?
Well, I feel like we do have a lot of dads on the team, so I finally get to like join that club with everybody.